Okay, I'm going to show you the basics of what you need to begin wood carving. These are the essentials. The essentials that you will need will cost you approximately $50 to get started, and you can find those items either at a local wood carving store or at an online vendor. I do not recommend going to a big box store like Michael's or a store like that, because the knives are just not worth your money. You're just going to waste it. So the first thing you need is a carving glove. This is a Kevlar glove. It's knit and woven, will protect you from being cut. It will not protect you from being stabbed. So if you have a tendency to push the knife through, this will go right through, as you can very clearly see. The other type of glove that you can get, this is another type of Kevlar glove, and this has rubber ridges on it to give you a bit of a grip. I find this glove less appealing. This is an ambidextrous glove. It can be worn on either hand, and this is for your non-carving hands. So if you hold the knife in your right hand, you'll wear this in your left hand. The reason I didn't like these gloves is simply because the wood seems to stick to it, so it's kind of, the static electricity kind of gets charged up and sticks to it, so I didn't really care for that. This is a better glove. This will set you back about $20, and the other glove will set you back about $5 or $6. And then you also need, it's probably not as absolutely necessary, but you should also have a thumb guard on the thumb of the hand that is holding your knife. It just simply goes on like this, and you can see from this one, this has protected my hand. It's actually cut. And the reason you do that is because when you are carving, if you're pulling the knife toward you, like so, then it protects you. You can purchase these for about $4 or so, or you can also get, if you would prefer, this Coflex wrap. It can be bought at an animal supply house or a vet, any place that sells things for horses. This is what's used to wrap up horse legs. And it's a longer roll, and I actually just cut it down to about 1 inch wide, and then you can wrap it around your finger, and sometimes you can reuse them. I did this the other day, and I'll get a few more uses out of it. But this is an economical way to do it. Or, quite honestly, you could also use some duct tape or masking tape or anything of that nature. Then the next thing you're going to need is a knife. This is a basic knife. It's called a Murphy knife. It's about 6 inches or so long. The blade's about, the blade is approximately 1.5 inches in length. A good basic first knife to have. It does not flex. It has no give at all in the blade at all. This knife will cost you about $15 or $17. Another knife, this is along the same lines, a little bit shorter blade. This is called the Scout, and it's made by Denny or OCC Tools. This, I think, is a better knife than the Murphy knife, just because of how it feels in your hand. It just feels much more comfortable. This is about 6 inches long in overall length, and the blade itself is about 1.25 inches. So it's a little bit shorter blade. Again, this knife doesn't really flex either. It's very stiff, but an awesome knife, and that can be purchased online. And then some other knives. These are all basic knives. This is made by Helvey Tools. It's their natural or basic series. The same blades that you would find on some of their more expensive knives, except the handle is not as ornate. This is a Helvey knife, and as you can see, the handle's much fancier. Essentially the same blade. This one's a lot lighter. I love these knives. These are great knives. I would not hesitate to purchase one of their natural series or economical series of knives. You can also have knives custom made. This knife is made by a gentleman named Bud Murray, and this is his 507 DM knife. He custom makes the blade, and he custom makes the handle. This is a pistol grip handle. It is a great knife blade for using push cuts or paring cut, and it's also great for getting into details. So you can also hold it in this fashion as well and get into those tight places, especially if you're getting into something like this and you need to get your knife blade in to the corner there of the nose. And his knives will cost you about $25 a piece, and then some shipping and handling. And this is also one of his knives with a scimitar blade. A gentleman by the name of Don Mertz uses this type of blade. Awesome for getting into tight places and making slicing cuts. Just fabulous, fabulous knives. And then the other type of knife that you can get is a folding knife. You can use a pocket knife. Normally, though, with the pocket knives, you need to do something with the blades because they're not really designed for wood carving because of the bevel on them. But this is made by Flex Cut, made in the USA, made in Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, but Erie, Pennsylvania. And this is called the WhittleChips, as you can see, made in the USA. Great knife. I do enjoy it. I don't use it an awful lot, but you have to really be careful with these kind of knives because they can fold up on you, and if you're cutting and it folds up, you could fold it onto your fingers and cut your hand. So those are the basics of what you need to begin wood carving with. Again, you've got your glove for the non-carving hand, a thumb guard for your carving hand that holds the knife, and you've got your basic knives. And like I said earlier, about 50 or 60 bucks will get you the basics. Smoky Mountain Wood Carvers in Tennessee has a great online resource. They'll be more than happy to talk to you and recommend things. They have actually a beginner's kit that you can purchase for about $50 or $60. Comes with a book, some cutouts, and also a Murphy knife, and I believe you can even get it with a gouge. We didn't discuss gouges today, but we'll do that another time. Primarily, this is what I use, just carving knives. So that's it for now, folks. Thank you, and I'll talk to you again soon.